published 1816 EDT, the 6th of August 2017, updated 1931 EDT, the 6th of August 2017. An investigation has revealed that corrosion to a metal support beam was the primary cause of a deadly malfunction to the Fireball ride at the Ohio State Fair. Ride manufacturer KMG on Sunday released its findings in the malfunction that occurred in Columbus, Ohio on July 26, issuing a new inspection protocol for other Fireball rides in use elsewhere. It was determined that excessive corrosion on the interior of the gondola support beam dangerously reduced the beam's wall thickness over the years. This finally led to the catastrophic failure of the ride during operation, KMG product manager Albert Kroon said in a statement. KMG also said that it had developed a new safety inspection protocol that would allow other Fireball rides, which are also sold under the name Afterburner, to reopen. Ride manufacturer KMG released this statement on Sunday detailing the findings of its investigation into the fatal malfunction of a ride in Columbus, Ohio on July 26. The ride malfunction killed one rider and injured 7 others at the Ohio State Fair. Remains the pieces of the Fireball that broke off laying on the asphalt at the fair above. Aftermath corrosion to a metal support beam apparently caused one of the ride gondolas to detach from the ride, killing 1 and injuring 7. Catastrophic malfunction to the ride in Ohio killed 18-year-old Tyler Yarrell, who had enlisted in the Marines 5 days before his death. Highway Patrol as the young man who was killed while riding the Fireball. He was thrown into the air when part of the amusement ride snapped and came down with such force that he was killed upon impact. The tragedy occurred just 5 days after Tyler posted a photo to his Facebook page which showed him in a Marine's uniform and holding a plaque that read United States Navy and Department of the Marine Corps. His decision to enlist meanwhile came a little over a month after he graduated from Franklin Heights High School in Columbus. Tragedy. Tyler Yarrell, 18, of Reynoldsburg, Ohio, has been identified as the young man who was killed on July 26 at the Ohio State Fair. Tyler above enlisting as a Marine. Big things. Tyler above with Amber Duffield had just joined the Marines 5 days before his death, posting photos of himself in his uniform on July 21. 6 of the 7 victims were also identified by the State Highway Patrol, with the youngest of the group having his name withheld as he is just 14 and a minor. Tamika Dunlap, 36, of Reynoldsburg. Russell Franks, 42, of Columbus. Keziah Lewis, 19, of Columbus. Jacob Andrews, 22, of Pataskala. Jennifer Lambert, 18, of Columbus. And Abdi Hakeem Hussein, 19, of Columbus. Keziah was Tyler's girlfriend, and only learned that he had passed when she woke up in the hospital, where she underwent 2 operations after badly damaging her pelvis, ankles and ribs. Documents released on last month show that the Ohio Department of Agriculture gave the Fireball passing marks during an inspection that happened just a few hours before the fatal crash. The department also released the paperwork they received from Amusements of America showing that both the operator and attendant who were working that day had been trained and were aware of safety emergency procedures. Tragedy. Part of the ride snapped off on Wednesday night, sending people flying through the air above. Keziah and Tyler went to the carnival after a difficult day for the young woman, who attended her grandfather's funeral. The University of Cincinnati journalism student, who just finished her 2nd year at the school, wrote on Facebook about her grandparents finally being together again in death. "It was hard and extremely sad to see you go, but it's a blessing to know that you and Nana are reunited and living it up in heaven," wrote Keziah. "Rest in peace Vincent S. Williams, Sr. You will forever be in our hearts." Keziah's grandfather also served, having been a member of the Air Force. The comments on that post soon filled with wishes of goodwill after people found out that she was one of the victims. Keziah and Tyler have been together for approximately 1 year and worked together at McDonald's for 2 years, which is how they met. Horrible news. Keziah Lewis left was Tyler's right girlfriend and learned about his death on Thursday after coming out of surgery, as she remains in critical condition. Proud to serve. Tyler's decision to enlist was heralded by Marine Corps recruiting South Columbus, Ohio on Sunday. Above model citizen. Tyler was also very involved in the local police force, having joined the Columbus Division of Police Explorer program. Above. Tyler was also a decorated member of the Boy Scouts. Above with Amber and Karina Duffield. Her mother Clarissa Williams told the Columbus Dispatch that she was the one who had to tell her daughter the devastating news when she kept asking for Tyler. When asked what she thought about the accident and if she was angry, Williams said, "I just feel something went terribly wrong, something was overlooked that they should have secured more." Williams revealed in the interview as well that her daughter was heading in for yet another surgery on Friday. Marine Corps recruiting South Columbus, Ohio even posted a photo of Tyler on their Facebook page Sunday because they were so excited about his enlistment. "Give him one." Tyler Yarrell is the first senior from Franklin Heights High School to enlist into the United States Marine Corps this year, read the post. I'm proud to call him my brother. Franklin Heights Marines, where's the food governor? John Kasich talks with fairgoers while he tours the Ohio State Fair on Thursday. Above, Tyler was also very involved in the local police force, having joined the Columbus Division of Police Explorer program to see if he might be interested in becoming a cop. Dylan King, who heads up that program, posted a photo on Thursday of Tyler posing in front of a paddy wagon in his police uniform. He also commented on a photo of the young man by stating how much he looked up to the teenager. That sentiment was echoed by almost everyone Tyler knew, both young and old. Upon hearing the news, Sharon Payne, who was Tyler's boss at McDonald's, posted a photo of the young boy in his Marine uniform and wrote, "He was a good kid who just passed his physical and was accepted into the Marines last Thursday. I thought of him as my son and he called me Mom." And in addition to his enlisting in the Marines and working with police explorers and holding down a job at McDonald's, Tyler was also very involved in the Boy Scouts. Not risking it all rides were shut down the fairground Thursday in the wake of the incident. A young woman who was on the amusement ride detailed what happened just before the crash in an interview. "It started normal, everything started normal, and then it started shaking. It was shaking real bad," Devray Williams told ABC6. She said that the girl next to her also started to say her seat was shaking just moments before Devray watched the woman go flying off into the air when the machine snapped. An emotional Devray then said through tears, "And then the dude hit the ground. He wasn't breathing. None of them was. It was like 5 people. Nobody was breathing, and then they came and tried to give him CPR, but nothing was happening." Meanwhile, the young boy who filmed the fatal ride malfunction that occurred at the fair revealed that bystanders began screaming at the operator to slow down just moments before the crash. Julian Bellinger was filming the fireball as he stood in line with his friends to get on the ride when it suddenly broke, killing 1 person and injuring 7 others. He recounted what happened in an interview with Good Morning America, saying, "We were just recording each other on Snapchat and we had deleted the video because we heard like commotion on the ride and there was people on the ride like, 'Slow it down, it's too fast,' and all this. So people on the ground beside me and in front of me in line, they all were like, 'Whoa, whoa, slow down.'" Julian said at that moment, the operator pressed the emergency brake, with the teenager stating that he had to turn his head away when he started to see people fall out of their harnesses and seats on the ride. Scene 2 of the victims are treated after the crash on Wednesday by first responders flung. Some of those on the ride managed to stay in their seats while others flung free. 1 person is pictured being treated for injuries while laying on a gurney after the ride accident.